just went live to YouTube. Now, interestingly, oh no, wait, never mind. So now I think we just have to leave it on and sit and see what happens. Hi, baby. What? No. Let me see him.
Oh, come to mommy. Get ready.
There you go.
Look. Look at you.
Oh my god.
I
So
see
cute.
myself.
Are we freezing to you?
No. Is it freezing for you?
On my stage 10, but I'm gonna watch the stream and see if it's.
Because I have good stream health.
Yeah, it's just me because it's not doing it on Twitter.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's good.
I literally we just have to sit like this for you know.
So what's new?
Are you blowing kisses? He's blowing
Oh,
kisses.
thank you.
Bye. He's saying bye.
I had enough.
Unfortunately, we can't hang up right now. And I don't have anything open right now. Everything is off. My email, my Slack, I don't have anything going because I'm just trying not to interfere with this.
Yeah.
I literally, right before I opened stage 10, I sent Rachel the change to that image and she already sent it back to me.
Wow.
Yes, thank you. Why can't everybody be like Rachel?
Right. Oh, we have to change the images for Ken.
Yes. Can you request that? We just have to take out the word the.
Yep.
It's hard because it's different in different places.
I know, that's on the status.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But I get the colloquial, it sounds better without on the.
So, hold on. So we're taking out on the.
No, we're taking out on.
Can't stop, won't stop the search for relief.
That's what it should be.
Okay.
And you can tell him Larissa is sorry for not catching it sooner. You can literally write, it's Larissa's fault. It gets sent to me instead of to you. And he can't call me because my phone's not wired in.
Oh, yeah?
Because I unplugged it to put it in my computer and I didn't plug it back in because I don't really want to talk to any of those people. No, I'm kidding. But I just, I don't want anything to interfere. I don't know if that's interfering.
Yeah, because that's kind of pulling the internet too.
But I feel it's one of those things where you just can't. How do you predict that?
Yeah, you can't, which is what's annoying.
That's where all of my anxiety comes in.
When Blaze came in starting with the screen share, did that work? I had just
No.
that. No.
It crashed it completely.
Oh gosh.
Maybe
he has a privacy setting.
That's what we think too. I mean, that's what it has to be, Like, I just don't know what else it could be.
Excuse me.
Puppy. I'll put puppies on for you, okay? Watch out. That's it. That's one.
I still have good stream health, which makes this like 100 times more annoying.
Right?
Don't drop them on the floor. Okay? What do you want to eat?
I keep going to the wrong every time I try to pull something for this program. I go to 770
Yeah.
every time.
Oh, wait. Did we
Did JD work last night?
yeah.
I figured when you said your mom had to.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
called her and I was
definitely-
like, I'm having an allergic reaction, but like I don't feel good. She
Yeah.
was like, okay, I'm like, I could drive there. She's like, no.
No.
And then I was like,
Not.
I was standing in the garage with the dog on the leash when she pulled up with my eyes closed, she said. She was
Well,
like, oh God.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I have like weird allergies to weird stuff, like out of nowhere. And I can breathe usually, but then I like my nose gets clogged up and then like my throat gets mucusy. Like, so I start to panic and that doesn't help, you know?
No. Do
So
you
then-
know what you reacted to?
No, this happens to me all the time. Like I'll be like sitting in my office where I sit every single day, and one random Tuesday I'll have an allergic reaction. It's the weirdest thing.
Have you done like skin prick or anything?
Yeah, so we did skin prick because I was also reacting to tuna sometimes, but I love tuna. But
Yeah,
I'm not allergic to
it's
tuna.
always the-
They don't know what's making me have an allergic reaction to tuna because it's not the tuna.
Do you react to certain brands and not others?
No, I only eat the same brand. But they said it
Like
could be the
the tuna.
mercury in the tuna, like weird stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm wondering if
Allergies
maybe it's
are-
something environmental because the dog has been having the allergy problems too, and in the house. So now we're gonna get our vents cleaned and stuff to see if maybe that.
Oh, if you need a company, I have a really good one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Take the name. Tell me.
It's Titan Air Care, and they're actually out of Brick, so they're down by you anyway. And they do because we're a condo, so we have to get the dryer vent done every
Mhm.
year. So they do our dryer vent every year, and they do like our air ducts every couple of
Yeah.
years. They're really, really good. You can give him my name. Like, I don't know if he like associates my name or if he associates where I live.
Where you live?
So I would tell him, like, you could tell him Larissa Cardozo, she lives in Wyndham in Freehold. That
Okay.
would be enough to because if he
Don't know who.
can, he'll give you a lower price.
Oh, good.
Like, he's told me that before, that, like, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
I can't promise, but like, but
Worth a shot, yeah.
he's very fair, and he's used by like a ton of people in my community. Like, we only have like 2 or 3 approved vendors, and he's one of them.
Oh, you have to like use certain people?
Well, you don't have to, but what happened was we had a fire in our community, not in my building, but in one of the other buildings. And they had all their receipts for dryer vent cleanings, and like the people weren't doing a good job, is basically what they found out. So at that point, the association put together like a recommended list, and you don't have to use those people, but like most people do because they don't want to run the risk of their house catching on fire.
It's terrifying. Fire scares the shit out of me.
no, thank you. And it's so
Yeah.
funny because when I called the guy last year to get it done, he's like, you could probably wait another year. Like, you know, cause we have to do it every other. And I was like, no, come out. And he came out. He was like, oh, you really needed it. Like, if you've been doing a lot more laundry, I was like, well, I have a whole nother human being in my house.
Yeah.
This is very true. You know, but he's a really nice guy. He's been doing it since we moved in, so it'll be 5 years in December.
Wow.
And he did it for the first time 5 years ago, and you know,
Yeah.
we just keep on top of it. But yeah, they go in and they clean everything, and they're like super OCD about it. And there was actually a problem with our air ducts, and he just like took care of it. Like he was in there cleaning it, and he just fixed it.
We didn't even know that like you have to change the little filter like on the actual unit. Nobody told us that. So our friend like does air conditioning, and it started to freeze like the pipe because it wasn't coming out enough. And he was like, "Oh my god, it was black and like 4 inches thick." I'm like, "Well, that's why I've been coughing because
Yeah.
nobody
So,
told
and
me."
actually, if you have a clean filter, he may change it for you that day.
Okay.
He usually changes mine if I have one. Yeah. And like like I said, they're good, they're quick, they're, you know,
Yeah, that's good.
he actually one of the guys who helps him part-time grew up in Freehold Borough and like is friends with a lot of people. My husband is friend, like, you know, it's just like one of those things where like, you know, that he wouldn't work with that guy if he wasn't a good guy.
Good guy, yeah.
So it's you know, we've been very happy. All right. I'm trying to like update this moderator guide. Like make it more obvious.
I feel like we're almost better off having Silverberg just do the slides anyway.
Well,
Like
that's what we're doing.
it's-
That's the plan.
Yeah, I'm saying like even if his worked, this is better because like it's
I
less
think so,
switching for
too.
you.
Yeah, exactly. I can just set the screen and
Yeah.
it makes my life so much easier. All right. And now like I can take out like all those extra directions about share screen, don't share screen, share screen. Like we're just gonna leave it up and it's fine. And that makes it so much easier.
Yeah. The stuff I have to do tomorrow, like the MS stuff, I don't really know how to do that stuff.
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay.
Actually, I can tell you about it while we're on here. So if you go in the 723 folder, the folders that are going to be important are certificates, evaluations, and participant lists.
Okay.
So the first thing you do when you pull down that SurveyMonkey thing is you create a participant list, which I think you did. I feel like you did do certificates for me. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I feel like you did. It's just a mail merge.
Okay.
You did it.
I pulled the list to do the email, like the next day.
Yeah, no, but I feel like I'm probably losing my mind is really what's happening. All right, but so whatever, you're gonna make a participant list. There's like 5 in here for you to copy the format from. You make the participant list, you alphabetize it, and then you put in the certificate number. So the certificate number, just so you know, you're gonna type in for the first one, I-723 dash 081820 dash 01. And then since they're already alphabetized, you just grab the corner and you drag it down and it'll autofill them in. So once you have that done, then you go to the certificates folder. And the very first file at the top is cert template. You actually, for this one, like if you open the certificate, it has, oh, what's going on? Yeah, do that. That's fine. I don't care. Ugh. It might ask you to like pick a data source, which is fine because then you pick the data source you just created. Okay. And then you'll see like you have to put in like the venue and like just put like, you know, live virtual broadcast and just take out the city state. You actually don't need the first page at all of the template. You're going to delete the first page. So it's really just the second page. And right now what's auto-filled in there is Raleigh, Marriott, Crabtree Valley Hotel. You can just remove that entirely. You don't have to replace it.
Okay. So don't have the at all.
Well, yeah, you would just change at to like on for the date.
Okay.
It is 1 credit, so that's right. So basically you'll save it as like a Word document with everybody's on there. So you'll have like however many certs, and then you'll send it to me to review. Once I review it, you'll save individual PDFs of each one and you'll email them out. And the first page of the template is more or less the body of the email that you send out. I mean, you'll see like certain things, like it says enclosed, find a certificate, like that should be attached.
Yeah.
But beyond that, like pretty straightforward. So that's how you send the certificates out. If you see Raquel Smith, it's Allison. Don't send her a certificate.
Okay.
And then for the eval tab, you look in the evaluations folder in tabulations. So basically, the very last file in that folder is a template.
Okay.
You save it as hybrid live and the date. You're going to fill in how many people answered each question, which way. There are formulas in there already, so it should calculate percentages accordingly. Once you add them all to there, you also have to go to the document that ends in aggregate, which is the second document. And you're going to add the numbers to the existing totals.
Okay.
And SurveyMonkey should, you know, you'll have the pre-post data from Hybrid Live, and then you'll have the SurveyMonkey data.
Okay.
I think once you start doing it, it'll be pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, it doesn't sound hard.
But, you know, if anything comes up, just let me know. Remove that entirely. Screen share.
Just figure that out. You want some help?
Could be cool. Want to see the yogurt? I'm updating the moderator guide as we talk because I got to do that anyway.
Wow.
Comorbidities. Let's change that.
You're struggling with that. Must be in there deep.
My parents are having trees
I was
removed,
hoping to get them out
Oh,
quick.
really?
bushes, and yeah, like all of their landscaping around their pool is like overgrown and they're taking it all out and replanting it. So if you're hearing discussion, that's why. And then we have like the road being ripped up outside. So they're doing the bases, like the base of the driveway. They're redoing all of those in the entire neighborhood.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we can't.
It'll look nice though.
What?
It'll make the street look nice.
Yeah, and they're gonna repave the street too after they finish the driveways.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like we can't park in the driveway at all this week.
So just like walk down the street.
Yeah, with like
Yeah.
baby and
Bags and the baby and
exactly. I'm pretty lazy. If you can't tell. I'm actually going to remove this prompt because I think it's going to confuse them. And then we're going to do new page.
I replied all. Oops. Oh well.
To what?
No, I sent her the thank you letter.
Who did you send it to?
No, I sent Jen the thank you letters, and I
Oh.
knew that Doug are still on them, but
That's okay.
could have been worse.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Tomorrow I need to send Ken all the updates to the asthma landing page again.
He hates us.
Ken hates me less than most though, because I like genuinely feel guilty and other people like think it's funny to give him a ridiculous amount of stuff. And I like
He's the only person who does it in the whole like department who does that.
Well, I'm capable of it. Not as good as he is
Yeah.
at all. More likely to make mistakes for sure. But after Ken, not counting Patrick, I'm probably the most competent at it. But Patrick is not, like Patrick's finance and semi-IT, like kind of when we need him. Like I sent him the bounce back email I got from Amy. But like
Weird.
it's but he does like, I mean, he knows it. Mike knows it. Like they know it, but nobody uses it regularly except for Ken.
Yeah.
So that makes it hard. Ken is the only graphic designer we have on staff. We have a few different freelancers that we can use if we need them. But he's by far the best at it. What, baby? All right, I made the share screen and stop share screen like 20-point font and bright red. If this is not obvious enough, he's gonna have to like edit his copy and make it more obvious. Because I don't know what else to do.
Terrible.
I mean, there are a few switches, but there's not as many, which is good.
Yeah, what is it for?
So it's, hold on. So it's share. Sorry, I'm just closing up spacing where I can. Because it annoys me when it doesn't like finish. Like when I have to like go onto another page for like one line of text, it's annoying. Stop share. Share. Stop share. So share, stop, share, stop. So that's share, step. So there's 6 changes. I mean,
Can fix the images, really. What a guy.
that was a pretty quick fix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, like it's 7 pages, and like I have 1 paragraph on the last page, and it's just annoying because it doesn't need to be that way. Can you, so the images are saved in 769 content, Facebook Live 1. Can you delete
Okay.
the existing welcome and thank you?
Yep.
I'm just trying not to do anything to interrupt this stream, which seems to be working right now, which is good, except it doesn't tell us why it wasn't working before. But can you rename them, all the files, so that the welcome image is number 1, and then it's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the thank you image is number 6?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You need some help? Want to wipe your face?
I was I was really concerned when Dr. Silverberg was like, I am having an emergency. I'm like, why are you?
He said emergency?
Yeah, he said,
You got it.
dealing with a family emergency. Be on hopefully soon. Like, no, don't. I mean, I'm glad we got him on because, but like, there
Yeah.
are much more important things.
Yeah. What did he say? He has 1 million kids, so hopefully.
I know. Hopefully they're all okay. I mean, he's home, like, so at least there's that.
Yeah.
All this stuff. Oh, no. I help you with it, okay? Good flavor?
I have like so much extra spacing everywhere, so I'm trying to buy myself.
Figure it out.
Yeah, because I just feel like if I can keep it a little bit tighter, then maybe I can lose that last page that's there for no reason. Nope.
It's not happening?
No.
You're almost done. Good job.
All right, I give up. Leaving it alone.
Give it a shot here. See what we got. Okay, that's all done. Yeah. That is all done. Some cereal? You need supplement?
Now I'm wondering if like Blaze's internet is what slowed it down. Because his internet was definitely slower.
Yeah. But mine's not doing great either, I feel like, because we keep lagging on the stage 10, but not on the stream, which I think leads me to believe it's me.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I don't know. By the way, you could totally call Jen.
I know, she told me that.
she was like, I feel very formal, and I feel like maybe she doesn't feel like she can call me Jen.
I know. I am now. I didn't know if like it was rude to call her that if she didn't call herself that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, she's Jen. Like 100% Jen.
That's what I thought, but I didn't want to be like rude.
Yeah, no, I get it, but definitely Jen
Definitely Jen.
with one N.
Yes, that's a distinction. You never know either. All the
Oh,
Jens
yeah, no,
I know are
that's-
two N's.
She is one.
One Jen, one N. What am I doing?
My kid is boy through and through. I mean, this is like literally gonna be a crap shot. And I hate everything about that. Okay. Slides and mod guide are up to date, so all I'll have to do is give them the login. Which the one that I just gave you should be good.
Yeah. Guppies.
Yuppie.
Guppy.
It reminded me today. I have to go to the dentist.
Well, so mine
Like,
shut
oh, I
down.
should do that.
I was supposed to go in March, and they closed. And my mom had an appointment like at the end of last week, and they luckily, like, I told her to ask, and they were like, yeah, we're like just now ready to start taking appointments. So I called, and I'm going today at 4. Orlando can't go until like the end of September, but he needs an 8 a.m. But I haven't gone since September of last year, so it's been 11 months.
It's so annoying to get doctor's appointments now because like you have to just take what they'll give you because like you can't
Yeah,
wait. Like it's 2-3 weeks now for anything.
I know. Well, I had to follow up with a specialist, and like the last time I saw him was like last winter. Like
Mhm.
it was like, I don't know, it was a while ago, and he wanted me to come back in like July. And so I called, and they were like, yeah, we're not seeing routine routine follow-up patients until September. So I'm going in September because that was when they're allowing me to come.
Yeah.
Whoops. Ooh, careful.
Look where they are. They're right here. Look.
I don't know what he's doing, but it's really funny. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of my doctors, like, I've slacked on the follow-ups. Not gonna lie.
I didn't have insurance for a while, so I just like wasn't going to doctors and wasn't taking my medicine. But like I have
Good
now, I
idea.
have so much medicine because like I was like hoarding it. I'm like, God forbid, like I need to start again. I want to have it.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh,
bad,
100%.
you know. So I have all this extra.
Absolutely.
medicine.
It's not a terrible thing, though.
No, it's terrible that I don't take it though.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
did you tell me which one it is? I don't remember. I feel like you told me. I'm so used to, like, what?
Tell you which medicine?
Yeah, I think you told me.
Oh no. I used to. I think I told you I used to take the Enbrel, which is like a Etanercept or whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Now
you
I just
did.
do like oral medication, but it's just annoying. It's like sulfur and it's like chalky. It's gross.
Is it sulfasalazine?
Yeah.
You learn a lot in this business.
Yeah.
I was supposed to start taking and didn't hydroxychloroquine.
I was on that previously. I didn't
So
like it.
I was too, and it's so funny because I had I had three side effects. The
Mhm.
first one was my hair was falling out, which is the opposite of what most people have. Like
Yeah.
they give it to lupus patients who are experiencing
Yeah.
hair loss. My hair started falling out. So that was the first one. The second one is it's not supposed to really immunocompromise you.
Yeah.
Like it's not enough, supposedly,
Yeah.
but I was immunocompromised. I
Okay.
ran a solid, like cold sinus sore throat for the entire time I was on it.
Oh my gosh.
And then the third thing was I was getting like weird bruising. Um, but it was working. Like it was weird because like
Yeah.
what I was taking it for, it was working. Like that part felt fantastic. But then I had all the wonky stuff, so I stopped taking it. And that was in like 2012 or 2013, so we were going to try again. And then the pandemic started and I didn't want to be immunocompromised, so I didn't take it. And then they started saying hydroxychloroquine was good for COVID. So then I didn't take it because I wanted to hoard it.
Heard it, yeah.
And then I went to the doctor and she was saying that unless you have lupus or RA, you can't even get a prescription right now for it. So she said it was a good thing that I didn't start taking it because she wouldn't want me to be feeling great and then not be able to get it.
Yeah. It made me like stupid. Like I got such bad brain fog on it. Like I couldn't read.
Huh.
I mean, I could read, but it was like really hard for me to concentrate. And like they said, that's such a rare side effect, but it was like so blatantly obvious. Like, I was having a hard time working at the time. I had like couldn't. It was so weird. So that's why
every rare side effect, every single one, I always have it. Always.
Yeah. It's always the way.
Yep. 100% of the time for me. Like I don't understand why. And you know, nobody can, but like even Benadryl, I am hyper beyond belief. I am like crawling up
My
the
mom is like that. My
Yep.
mom's like that with Benadryl. And something else, there's some sedative that makes her go crazy. Like pain medication makes my mom off the wall.
There's a sedative Tramadol, I think it is. No, that's a pain medicine.
Yeah.
It starts Trazodone. Trazodone is like a sleep medication. And they put me on it when I was a teenager. And I would scream in my sleep because I would be having a nightmare and I couldn't wake up because the medication was keeping me asleep, but I knew and I would scream. So then they took me off that medication and my mom had to sleep on an air mattress in my room for a month because I was afraid that I would have a nightmare and not be able to wake up.
That's awful.
And I have not, like, when Orlando like goes away for work, which is not often, or when I travel for work, I don't sleep. I literally stay up the whole night. I can't sleep by myself.
Yeah.
And it's been like that since, you know, for over a decade now.
Yeah.
But there was he's moving a chair. I was in the hospital once and they gave me something to try to help me sleep. I don't remember what it was, but it was a sedative and it didn't knock me out.
Crazy.
Like I was awake. I was a little foggy, but I was awake and walking around and
my mom swears that like a lot of my physical stuff that happens to me at night is my anxiety because I don't like to be home alone and like it just sets me up. Like she's like, your allergies are from your anxiety. I'm like, no, mom. She's like, maybe, you don't know. If you like to stay home at night, you wouldn't be getting allergies.
Honestly, though, I don't blame you. Like, I hate being home alone.
It's awful. Some days I pretend I like it, but I don't.
No, I don't blame you at all. You know, offhand, actually, never mind. I'll just pull this up. It'll take me 2 seconds. Don't mind my stream of consciousness here. Yeah, no, I hate.
Yeah. I think it's like okay if it's like 1 or 2 nights and you can like push through it, but like it's never ending.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't even do well with I don't even do well with 1 or 2 nights. So,
Yeah.
I'm like updating the SOP so that it has the Twitter, all the Twitter stuff.
Uh-huh. Jesus.
I can literally sing these Bubble Guppy songs in my sleep. All of them. Every single one. I'm just gonna take like the share screen thing completely off of Blazes.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about like the sharing it on Facebook because he's just a mess
Yeah.
and he can't
We're
have.
gonna have to like really talk him through the whole thing again.
I know, and I just didn't. We were having so many other problems, and I didn't want. I didn't want to keep Silverberg on longer. If you know what I mean, like I just felt like.
I honestly feel like he wouldn't have remembered anyway. We were gonna have to talk him through it the day of. So.
I know, but the problem on the day of is that we can't talk him through it.
Oh, true.
I'm wondering if on the day of, can I give him your cell phone number?
Yeah.
And then, because I feel like I'm not going to be able to talk him through that. And I want to avoid the chat if we can.
Yeah.
So instead of confirming in the backstage chat, I'm going to remove that and say, step 1, call Alyssa Zito for assistance, and then you can just text me.
When we're ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, right, like he's going to share it 5 minutes in advance, and we're going to have time. 973-567-2744.
That is me.
I'm not even going to say it in Google Chrome. I'm just going to say open the following URL, and it'll be the Facebook Live one. Navigate. Yeah. So I want him to share on Twitter and on Facebook, but Facebook is the priority.
Yes.
Whoa. All right, so we've been streaming for 45 minutes with no issues. We've had good health the whole time.
I just can't believe it got better when you're unwired.
I know. But it could be because I wasn't wired to the router. Like it's a signal
Yeah.
booster. So I get
Yeah.
that, but it's frustrating and I just feel like it's there's just no like logic
Yeah,
behind
that's the
anything.
frustrating part.
You know, like there's no reason I should have had issues before and I did. And I guess I'll give Silverberg my phone number because I think he'll actually need less help because he's just sharing on Twitter.
Yeah.
He may not even need. He's
No,
definitely
he seems pretty good at it.
yeah. And he already has my cell phone number, so there's also that. Because I texted him today. I really wanted them to like actually legitimately practice the intro into like the first slide set. They were not interested in that.
No, they weren't.
They were not. They're like, nah, we're good. I'm like, well, I could really use the practice with the people who are actually, yeah.
It must be a little frustrating to them, like if they're doing more than one of these, that everybody uses their own stuff. Like none of the, platforms are the same.
I know. And like this platform is so different than everything. But
Yeah.
it's like it has so many like the other platform that we were looking at, you can only broadcast to 2 places. You can only like there were so many more rules and like just weren't gonna work for what we needed.
Yeah. I wish if we could like go in and remotely do their end of it, it would be perfect.
Yeah, right.
Just having to rely on them.
Well, rely on them, rely on the internet. Like streaming takes so much.
Yeah.
I think also it will be easier on Thursday because like today when you would talk to me, they were getting feedback from that.
Yeah.
Because my audio was on, but my audio won't be on except for in the very, very, very beginning.
Yeah.
It was super weird at one point. The like my screen like kind of reloaded. Like it didn't really reload, but I don't know how to describe it. And then the boxes, you know how Stage 10 has like the layouts at the top of the I couldn't see them, but they were still clickable, but I couldn't see them. So I'm like trying to click.
Trying to remember where they are.
I mean, luckily I only use 2 layouts, right? So it's like at least there's that. But
you could even go in and take away the ones you don't use, so only those 2 are up there.
Really?
Yeah. So if you go in the settings, I don't know what the options are on your side off the top of my head, but is it like preferences or settings or something in the settings bar?
It can't be changed while I'm broadcasting live.
Oh.
But that's good to know. I mean, I think,
yeah.
More and more we're just going to have to figure things out like as we go. Can you make a note to yourself for after we log off? All right, we have to be careful about how we do this. So if you log in to connect the professional Facebook, and we have to connect the professional YouTube, neither of them are connected.
Okay. Is that going to count as a link thing now?
It'll count, but it'll only be number 2.
Okay.
So we just have to be careful to stay out of it after that. And when you do that, like right now we have three tests for YouTube. So
Delete it.
let's leave one. The one
Okay.
that says ICE test stream now, that's the one to leave there. Delete
Okay.
the other two. Everything else that's there can stay.
Okay.
So we just need to delete the two YouTube, add the professional YouTube, add the professional Facebook. And then we can change the Twitter on Periscope.
Yep.
Do you think you're okay to be online at like 7:30 on Thursday?
Yep.
I may even be on a little bit earlier, but we'll see. I'll have to get here early to like move all my stuff.
Oh yeah.
out
You're
of-
gonna be here when you do it, or at your house?
I'm gonna do it at my parents because I don't have a door that I can close with Liam at home. So I'll
Yeah.
come here. We literally have not had a single problem this whole time, which is good, except
But like, why?
yep. I also wonder though if it was because we had so many people in here.
Yes. True.
Oh, can you send me in Slack or it's all on the landing page, right? The Facebook link, the YouTube link, and the Twitter link for the live streams.
Yes.
Because I have to put those on the calendar appointments still.
What is what's the one that no, you said it's right. He fixed it. Okay. The link I thought was wrong, but then it fixed. Or did it not?
You looking at yourself?
Yeah, he was waving bye-bye to himself. I'm like starving, but it's like, do I really want to eat right now? And then I have to brush my teeth and go to the dentist. And when you eat, like, and you brush your teeth immediately, like, you can't really, like.
Yeah. No. Like chug a bottle of water or something.
I know, right? Just like make my stomach be full.
Yeah. Just trick yourself.
You climb up in the chair. Did you climb up in the chair? Yeah. Uh-oh, yeah.
I'm just going to open my email and.
You want the rebrandly links or the long links?
I want the long links, but I have it for Facebook
Okay.
because it's in the SOPs that I'm sending to the faculty,
Okay.
which I didn't send yet, to be fair. So like if we had to change the stage 10 link one more time, we could.
Okay.
I'm not going to send anything until tomorrow. I'm not sending it today.
I hate that rebrandly doesn't let you copy the link. You have to type it.
You have to what?
You have to type it. Like I can't copy it
Really? That's annoying.
unless you click it, and then it's like, do you want to edit it? I'm like, I just want to copy it. That's the wrong link I just sent you. Ignore that one. See, I went to click it. And
You go. didn't see his man. Where's the man?
I like want to update on here, like please hope and pray and
Send good vibes.
What is
for
that?
real though.
No, I don't think you can help. What is that? What are those? That's for the dents. That's for the dents. Yeah.
All right, so Thursday night, you're gonna make sure everything is streaming. You're gonna retweet Twitter on 2 accounts with the language. And then after we know that Blaze has shared everywhere he's supposed to share, you and I will get on speakerphone on my cell phone and you'll alert me to issues. I mean, it's like one of those things where if we have like a Wi-Fi issue in the middle, like what do I do with that?
I don't do anything, yeah. I mean, it's only a half hour, which is great. So, like, I feel like the less time, the less issues.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send like a hello, oops. Today during a test run, we started out with great stream health, only to have it become 0 to 2 frames per second randomly in the middle. It eventually corrected on its own, but took quite a bit of time. I was in incognito mode with no other applications running. We have been on another test for 57 minutes and counting with no issues whatsoever. Any ideas on what could have caused the random poor stream health? And how to correct in the middle of a live program. So I think the biggest thing is like if they reply and I need to go on and chat with them, I'll have to log back in.
The YouTube link in the email isn't working. Is it? I think it's wrong.
It's wrong?
It says this video has been deleted, but I don't know where it's going to.
Shit.
But the one that I just sent you in Slack is the one that works.
And they're different links?
I think. Yeah.
I'm just going to change it. Don't tell Ken.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully, I feel like YouTube is not going to be where most people are watching this anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
I need to remember to contact Stage 10 about Blaze and the screen share, but I'm not doing it right now because I just feel like it's not worth the stress of like logging back in to talk to them about that. And oh, so the other thing I need you to do that night is to put the links up on the landing page.
Yeah.
You have that? too.
Yep.
Since I clearly didn't remember. It's getting tossed. This needs to get filed. I can't wait to be back at my house and like my filing system and
Were you there for a little, or you started at your parents when you first started not being in the office?
I think it was like one day at home. But so after I had Liam, I nursed him for 15 months. So I had to pump I had to pump 3 times during the workday. And they like, you've never seen our office. But we have cubicles. And then we have a few closed door offices. So like Rosemary and Donna shared an office. Alana, who you never met, had an office. Then we had like an empty office, the door shut, but it didn't lock. Like not all of the offices had locks. And then Ken and I shared an office. And then Jen had an office that locked because she's HR and finance and all the personnel files were in there. And then we had a conference room. The conference room locks. But we only had one conference room. So for like the purposes of, you know, like if I was going to pump, it was, you know, I needed the locking conference room because I needed a door that locked, and it, you know, it inconvenienced everybody else because then when I needed the conference room, nobody else could use it. So I worked in the office on Mondays for status purposes and Fridays. And then I worked at home the other days because otherwise I was in everybody's way. Yeah. So I had been working at home for a long time. And in January, I was in the office 3 days a week. February, I was in the office 4. And then March 1st, I came back 5 days a week. And then March 16th, we were home. So it was like, you know, quick change.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I changed the YouTube link and it works on our website and on the calendar appointment. I'm going to do that first thing tomorrow morning, and I'll do that tomorrow. All right. I mean, we've been on for an hour and 2 minutes with no problems. So I'm going to shut this down, wrap up a couple of loose ends here, and then I'm going to log off for the day. So you can log in today and do all these reconnect things. You can do it tomorrow. I don't really care as long as it's done by tomorrow. Then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Thanks for.
Have fun at the dentist.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, definitely. Right. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.